Welcome in to the new members and to the old members that have found their way back to the community. I need you just as much as you need me. Before we get going into this morning's update, just want to comment a few things. First, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Hopefully you have a blessed day. You're able to spend some time with the kids and the family, grandkids, and make a day about you and have a little time to where you feel special because you deserve it. So I do wish a happy Mother's Day to every mother out there who is watching, every father that takes the mother's role. It may be a single father. Obviously, it's pretty interesting, but to the mothers, happy Mother's Day. And as we go forward into this technical analysis, we're going to go through XRP. And we're going to look at the critical setup. And we're going to see what the opportunity is to break up versus the breakdown. We're going to look at Bitcoin, and we're going to look at where it's at heading into the daily close for the weekly candle. We're going to look at XRP setup to see how it looks in the weekly time frame, to see what kind of setup we have going forward after 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll take a look at the XRP market cap. We'll look at the Bitcoin dominance chart as it's up just a little bit. And then finally, we'll look at the XRP Bitcoin pairing. But I also think, very briefly, I'm going to go through XLM and also XDC during this update. So I want to cover the 3 X's, Bitcoin, the XRP Bitcoin pairing, and also the Bitcoin dominance chart, as well as the XRP market cap. So there's a lot to go over. So please make sure to hit that like button so that YouTube will recommend this update. I appreciate the 11 new subscribers yesterday, as the previous 5 days, as I wasn't around as much, we lost 15 subscribers, you know, during the trying time for me when my son was hospitalized overnight for 4 days. So it was nice to see yesterday an 11 subscriber, plus 11 subscribers. That was nice to see. So if you are watching my content and you appreciate it, please make sure to hit that subscribe button so you get future content, or you get alerted to future content. And I have the ability to pop up in your news feed. And if you are watching and you are not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button so that we can continue to build a unified relationship here. So with that being said, please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. It will pop up in not just your news feed, but also someone who's never seen my content, because it'll be recommended content, and that means I pop up on the news feed when you're searching through YouTube. So please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this video, and I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. So you've got a few seconds to hit that like button as I play the intro. Good morning, 10:49 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Sunday, May 12th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So once again, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. As we get going through this update, when we get through the technical analysis towards the end, we're going to talk about what Brad Garlinghouse said. So U.S. scrutiny of Tether could disrupt crypto ecosystem, Ripple CEO warns. So Brad Garlinghouse is voicing concern over what might be coming with regulations to Tether possibly, and the implications that it has with the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So we're going to talk about this towards the end. But first, we've got to have a unified message here about where we're going today in the charts. So XRP, let's start here. Down about 0.47%. As we know, we continue to be below this rising channel. Now, when we look at this in the weekly, I'm getting rid of this, getting rid of this, getting rid of this, and getting rid of this. And we're going to look at this from a new unified standpoint here. And we're going to try to figure out what in the hell is really going on. Getting rid of that. We're getting rid of all the short-term movements because we're about to start a new week. And honestly, I'm sick of all the short-term movements. And I want to evolve this pattern. Because we're very close right now to, even though it looks green, if we're looking where this is at in the weekly, we're all the way down here at the bottom. This is the prototypical gravestone doji if this does not pull up. And now, a few days ago, I said we've got 72 hours. Then I said we got 44 hours. Then I said we got 28 hours to try to do this. Now we've got 9 hours and 8 minutes to somehow pull down to 484 or the 483 level, 48 cents, then pull all the way back up, plus the 53 cent level. This does not seem to be possible. Unless something happens that's very dramatic here, it just doesn't seem like that's going to be possible to do all of that in such a short amount of time. XRP continues to get bullied. It continues to be impeded every time it moves up. And it continues, to me, to be one of the most undervalued cryptocurrencies in the market based on where it's at now in relation to where it was at in 2017 or 2018. You're talking about in a 6-year period, XRP's depreciated from its January of 2018 highs. And I'm not sugarcoating this. I'm going to show you the truth. We've depreciated in value. And we'll even go just at 333, even though it goes between 330 and 370 or 380, depending on exchange. I'll take the lowest of low. And we'll say we're at, no, close enough, 50.5 cents. XRP's depreciated over the last 6 years, mind you, by 84.85%. So in my title today, XRP remains undervalued, has dropped 84.85% in the last 6 years. So if you want to talk about buying things for pennies on the dollar, from all-time highs right now, XRP's 15 cents on the dollar. 15 cents on the dollar. And yet, there's a lot of people that don't think buying XRP 2 for $1 is worth starting to build a bag. Some people still don't believe that XRP in this trend down is worth buying now because it could never come back to all-time highs. At what point, if you were willing to buy XRP back in 21, because I was here back in March of 21, never missed a day up until now, no matter what, up, down, left, and right, deaths, sicknesses, hospitalizations, I am here every single day for a reason. I won't be caught lacking, ever. I will be out in front of this always. So when I'm looking at this, I don't need to have short-term momentum. I don't need to even have this short-term pattern anymore. I'm going to take this for what it gives me. And right now it's 84.5%, 85% off from all-time highs. And in fact, the pattern formation that it's trying to tell us, and I'm going to show you because I'm not sugarcoating it. And then you can make an educated and informed decision. And this is how I am going about my business. So I'm going to give you all the details. I'm going to give you all the facts of what's going on within the formation. And you must make an educated and informed decision. It's that simple. If you want to be a real investor, if you want to make real money, and you don't want to be a schloozeball, or if you don't want to be misinformed by sleazeballs who just want to make a bunch of money off of your downfalls or just on you buying something for no reason, that's fine. That's your perspective. That's not mine. I'm trying to achieve something based on real analysis. So I may be a little strict sometimes. I may be a little direct. Hell, some might even say I'm a dick sometimes. But to be honest with you, you need all of the things that I possess. You need everything that I have to offer because I do it in a way where I don't charge you anything. I don't promote for you to buy some total shit coin so that I can make a bunch of money off of you. I don't agree with influencers who do that. So I have a different integrity set. I have different morals and different values. I'm not going to get rich off of bullshit. I already do quite well just based on what I've taught myself. So if I can teach everybody in the audience to do what I do, that'd be fantastic. But in knowing what I do, I always know both sides of the puzzle. So if I want to make a nice leverage trade, or if I want to make a nice spot trade, that's my prerogative. I can do it however I'm content with because I understand the setup. So right now, I wouldn't go long or short. I would wait until it comes to support. And if it bounces off of 49 cents or 488 area, then you can easily ride it back up to 52.9 if it holds. And then try to push to the top side resistance back to 57. If we lose 49 or 48.8 cents and get a rejection, or it just falls through, you can open up a possible short all the way down to 38.5 cents. Now, when we ask ourselves, is that even a relevant area? I would say absolutely it's a relevant area, because you look at the all-time pattern formation and it brings you down here. How convenient. The technical target from the all-time formation is right around 39.5, 39 cents, which is right at the technical drop point of the formation. Now, when we look at other bits of evidence, and I'm going to be bringing a lot more technical analysis like this because I was getting bored. I felt like it was becoming the same shit over and over, and I feel like it's time to evolve. And I don't know if it's because I've got my groteskis back, the katanas, or because the balls, you know, I just want to be more direct. But this is going to be a much better way to do technical analysis. So, did we top? Is that a double top on a bear flag? Did we go and we fall down? Or did we fall down, try to create a very sneaky, like we just put in the pattern, little flag here that could swing us up? We don't know. So instead of relying on a much wider pattern and going to the all-time formation, which is going to be very difficult to continue to see in the immediate short term where we move, yes, we know in the long term that 39.5 cents, 39 cent area is the uptrending support, which after getting rejected on the downtrending resistance, it makes perfect sense to come back down there. So then we start looking at the technical analysis. A key indicator, the cup and handle formation. We are below the cup and handle formation. For the first time in a weekly, we are about to close under the cup and handle formation. We are about to start another continuation candle with an engulfing to the downside under the cup and handle formation. So in the next 9 hours and 1 minute, if XRP fails to get above 51.2 cents, we have a bearish signal for the first time in the weekly since the Golden Cross. An official bearish signal because we're under the cup and handle after a weekly close. And it would be engulfing to the downside, and this would be a nightmare. So with everything I've shown you, you must make an educated and informed decision, but you must understand, unless we pull up, we are more bearish than bullish, but unless we break down, all we've done is consolidated to the bottom of this pattern formation. And we're still attempting to come back down and retest it at 48.8 cents. If we do pull down. So there is a lot to pay attention to, and I hope you're able to unpack that. That's as far as I'm going to go into the XRP, and I give you every chart so you can understand. The XRP market cap's down 0.4% or 110 million to 27.89 billion. And right now, same problems. And to be honest with you, I'm tired of the short-term ebb and flows. Deleted. Don't care about that immediate short-term. Deleted. I'm sick of it. Deleted. I'd rather just deleted. Oh, wait a minute. That's where it would try to retest. And then just like I showed you with the XRP chart, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Who cares if it goes bullish or bearish? Don't you want to know what the outlook is, what the perspective is, and what the possibilities are? You want to look at it from a fundamental understanding. That's the fundamental understanding you have right now. That is the setup. There's no reason to sugarcoat it. And in fact, I'm deleting this. I'm deleting this. I am deleting this. And I'm deleting this so we don't get confused. That is the short-term perspective here. If it breaks down, it could be a bear flag. If it breaks up, it could be a bull flag disguised within a bigger bear flag. So if it breaks up, your likelihood is to come back up around 35.8 billion. If it breaks down, the likelihood is you come down to 22.4 billion. That is a major differential of $16 billion. So that is a big price fluctuation with XRP. We'll continue with the XRP Bitcoin pairing and Bitcoin and the Bitcoin dominance. But first, I want to go to XLM down 0.55% and get 10.5 cents. Much like XRP, I'm going to get rid of this, and you see how we've got the downtrending resistance of the formation up about 13 cents. A breakdown brings you to 8.7. Well, now we need to see the appropriate pattern rotation. See, there's no reason to be scared. There's no reason to be scared. And I don't care about the other short-term possibilities. This is what it's telling us. So, because it's telling us this, I'm going to honor this. Because from a technical perspective and a technical analyst, if you want to call me that, this is what it's showing us. So is that a bear flag or is that a bull flag in disguise within a bigger bear flag drop? We're starting to push in even in the daily time frame where we could be pushing into oversold here. And once that starts happening, there's always the opportunity of a big reversal. But with that being said, this could still come down to the uptrend and then reverse. So we need to see that short-term move. So we'll see how that plays out. XDC down 0.17%. Still within this descending consolidation. Don't care about that. Don't care about that. Don't care about this. Don't care about this because I'm bored. Don't care about this. Don't care about that short-term. Don't care about that short-term movement. We're within a much larger pattern formation. And we know if this breaks, we have a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble indeed. And the appropriate way to measure this, for me initially, I mean, you have resistance all the way down to support. So that is the length of this. If it were to break down, which is ironic, because it could be a big drop. Or a big rise. Because these should be, these descending triangles are typically bullish. What the hell? Why would it take that off of the watch list? But these are typically bullish reversals. But as I always say, I like to have bulk opportunities here. Actually, that is not where it was supposed to be. It's supposed to be from right here. What the hell am I doing? I want the width of where it actually went resistance to support very quickly. That is what it was supposed to be. See, these can be big drops. Do we really think this would come to 0.003? I'm just asking. If you're watching this, do you really think it can come there? Or do you think the more likely outcome here is that XDC would actually break out of this to the top side? And if we come over here, the differential would be 0.003 or 8.7 cents, depending on a breakup or breakdown. Right now, it's more to the downside. And I'm just trying to prepare everybody if we do have a catastrophic drop. Nobody says it has to go way down there. But the bottom line is if we do have a drop, that's where you would go more than likely if it plays true. And if you have a pump out of this area, that's where you would end up eventually on a true play to the top side. Besides that, as this is dragging out, we're already at 17 minutes. XRP Bitcoin pairing down 0.96%. And right now we're still in this descending consolidation. We're attempting the short-term breakout still in our next area as long as we hold this short-term level at about the 810. First move would be up here to 876. On a push out of here, you'd be pushing up to the 993 level and then further. So just pay attention to this. These are two different ways to look at this consolidation. One with the initial descending consolidation where it's attempting the breakout. The second resistance over the top is where it came up to tap that resistance twice. So we would have to get over there to confirm this breakout. So right now we've broken out, or we've signaled a breakout. The signal can be held as long as we hold this descending triangle support. And then we confirm it with the breach over 871. So pay attention to that. Bitcoin's at 61,142, up 327 points or 0.54% to 61,143. Bitcoin, again, this short-term shit, I don't care about anymore. Done, don't care. So all I know is we're on this pennant flag and we got rejected on the short-term bull flag setup. And right now it's still within a pennant flag. And until we break down this 57 or 58,694 roughly, we can't come down to a technical drop of 51,257. If we break this pennant flag, look here, it'll come down to 51,257. Let's say for some reason we broke out of this pennant flag, the technical target's up near 85,000. But right now we're more bearish than bullish until we reverse back up. And right now we're crossing back over into more of a bearish setup. But we're going into a weekly candle close, so nothing can be confirmed nor denied here until after the close. There is one argument that could be had that we were trying to put in a reversal, but we just couldn't come high enough to 66K. So right now with where it's at, unfortunately, all this is engulfing to the downside for the most, at the majority at least, are going to be engulfing to the downside on the weekly unless we get a sudden reversal in the next 9 hours, which I'd be all for. But unless it happens, we're kind of in a weird spot here. The Bitcoin dominance chart, get rid of this. Get rid of this. As the weekly looks, you've got a weekly, what looks like inverted hammer here with a lot of topside pressure. But it really, is this going to bounce bullish on a little V-shaped recovery? If it does, you're going to find yourself up towards 57.01%. The 57.01%. And that can be confirmed with the breach above 55.59. On a breakdown, you're looking at 52.38%, but we do have a descending consolidation, a little W reversal, a little bull flag setup looks like, and we know the technical target's already been filled out from when it broke out of this pattern and back up, but now it looks like a big consolidation, so we must watch that very closely. So pay attention to everything I've said in this update. If you're looking to trade XRP, whether in the USA or across the globe, look in the video description below and or pinned comments for BITUNIX. Lowest spot leverage trading fees I've seen in the USA. No VPN worldwide. No KYC worldwide unless you're depositing or transferring from a bank account to a bank account, or if you just want to have that extra layer of security. And then if you're looking to trade the XRP Bitcoin pairing, that's on MEXC. You must buy Bitcoin first and then type in XRP Bitcoin pairing, and you buy that as you believe that XRP is going to go up in comparison to Bitcoin over the next few months. So I'm building into a position a little bit over $1,400 at an 825 average now, 826 after yesterday. So yeah, that's what we're looking at. And then please make sure to hit that like button so YouTube recommends this update. If you do appreciate my work, consider joining Tom's Army, as we do have a few members here that have joined this month, or consider sending one YouTube super chat per month in an attempt to pay it forward and make it worth my time, which it's worth it either way. But I do appreciate the pay it forward mentality, as I don't do any paid promotions, advertisements, or sponsorships, so you have a free viewing experience. And I charge $0.00 for over 3 years for all of my content, so you can make an educated and informed decision. So U.S. scrutiny of Tether could disrupt crypto ecosystem. Ripple CEO warns. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse has voiced concerns that the U.S. government scrutiny of Tether, the foremost issuer of stablecoins by market cap, could notably affect the cryptocurrency environment. His comments come amid apprehensions about Tether's alleged utilization by terrorist networks and nations under sanctions, such as Russia aiming to circumvent U.S. economic sanctions. The U.S. government is going after Tether. That is clear to me. I view Tether as a very important part of the ecosystem, and I don't know how to predict the impact it would have on the rest of the ecosystem. Garlinghouse remarked, despite these issues, Tether maintained its stance on compliance efforts, recognizing the critical function of stablecoins within the digital currency sphere. Ripple revealed on April 4th, 2024, its intention to introduce its own stablecoin. So pay attention to all the facts I've given you in this update. Please pay attention to the technical analysis, as it's very, very important. I went through it in a very unified fashion this morning, so you can understand from the good, the bad, and the ugly what could be coming here in the days going forward. Have a blessed afternoon, everybody, or a blessed morning.